Welcome to our special program, Thailand Election 2023, Deciding Thailand Future. Today we are counting down to the general election on this Sunday, 14th of May. And that day we'll have full day of special program as well. But tonight we will give you the preview, and we here with Dr. Jet Thonawanit, which will give us analysis of what will be happening, might be happen after the general election. And today happens to be, let's say they said it's a big day for the rally across the country. It's the last day that all political parties will try to pitch their campaign and idea to voters or try to swing someone. So it will be an interesting night. There will be a lot of things coming out at the end of the day. But before we go to that, Dr. Jet, I have to ask you this.
Yes.
We have only like 3-4 days. It's like the last mile before the election.
Including today.
Including today. It's the last mile before the election day. And last night, yesterday evening actually, the army come out and say, I think it's because the media asked him about the coup again and again.
Yes.
So he said the media.
Him means whom?
General Narongpan Chitkaew.
Okay, the chief of the army.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
And then he said that the media should delete the word coup out of the media vocabulary, out of the dictionary. And he tried to say that under his watch there will be no coup, but he will be on this position for only another 5 months.
Yes, correct.
Just give us a little short analysis before we go to live report with Nat Bunnak. What do you think about this comment?
Well, I think depending on what General Narongpan meant by a coup, because when we're using the word coup, it actually has a comprehensive meaning. It has a meaning in itself. What does it mean to be a coup, or to stage a coup, or to be under a coup? Okay, but that comprehensive meaning is not a meaning, but it's meanings. Okay, because it depends on who is giving definition to it.
Okay.
For example, a coup to general public might be a situation in which the country has been taken over by a group of armed force, whatever armed force. It can be to the army or it can be to others, okay? And what has been taken over includes the administration, the legislation, as well as the judicial body or power of the country. That means when a coup is staged, the sovereign powers, all the sovereign powers or the sovereignty of that country would be within the hands of those or a person who staged the coup. Okay, this is a complete coup. But in some sense, peacekeeping operation is arguable, whether or not it is a coup of a sort. Or
practically it's like a coup.
Yes. Or it can be just a threat or a warning. Is that called a coup? Because even once a threat or a warning like that sort has been made, should the government not behave in a way in which it was warned, then something will be a consequence.
I think it's interesting though, every time Thailand talk about politics and election, the word coup always in the equation. It shouldn't be, but it always. Anyway, before we talk further about anything after this, we're gonna go to Mueang Thong Thani because Nat Bunnak is there live, gonna give us of the atmosphere, what's happening there at the event, the last rally by Pheu Thai party. Kun Nat.
I'm standing right here at Pheu Thai Party's campaign rally at Impact Arena, Mueang Thong Thani, which is the final campaign rally before Election Day on Sunday. And as you can see, thousands of people came here to show support for their party in hopes to win a landslide. Two prime ministerial candidates, Pathongthai Shinawat and Sethar Thavisin, made an official entrance at 6 p.m. today, and they were welcomed by thousands of supporters who were cheering for them. Pathongthai and Sethar waved at their supporters as they walked onto the stage to mark the beginning of their last campaign rally before the elections on Sunday. Pheu Thai took to the stage to tell their supporters to cast their ballots for them for this election. And with the people's power, the party will win a landslide for this general election. She also promised that they will implement all the policies proposed during their campaign if they become the next government, and promised to improve the economy and the quality of life for everyone like it used to be in the past. Later, Setha Thavisin took to the stage to explain to their supporters how this election will change Thailand if they become the next government. He said that if they become the government, people will truly have freedom in exercising their rights. They also proposed a number of changes. One of them includes making necessary changes to certain laws and eliminating social inequality. He also said that he is ready to become the next Prime Minister of Thailand. We also talked to one of the Pheu Thai party members, Dr. Promilla Suridit, a strategist of the party's economic team. He felt that Pheu Thai has the chance to win the elections as the party has worked closely with the people and therefore have a good understanding of the struggles people are facing. However, if the Pheu Thai party becomes the government after the elections, the challenge in preventing the administration from ending up the same way that it did with the military coup remains a big challenge. Despite that, he thinks that they have been prepared to prevent them and the people's power will help overcome such problems. How confident is your party in terms of winning a landslide election?
I think more than 100% that we are very confident on that we will win. And as before, because any time that we have a general election, the best or the top winner should be our party, because we work very close to the people and then they trust, not only because we work for them and they know we have a great MP so that we can understand their suffer or even the solution for the problem. And we position ourselves to be let them better in terms of income generation, and everyone can perceive. The most important than that, we apply the principle of democracy. We empower the people. I think that some of let's say health insurance scheme or village fund, that is the basic that we did before since 2001. And that already imprints in the heart of the people already.
Meanwhile, Pheu Thai party is set to deploy campaign trucks at 5 locations across Bangkok to convince their voters to cast their ballots on May 14th. Back to you, Philip.
Okay, we actually said to have some kind of two-way communication with her, but as you can see, it's very noisy over there. It will be very difficult to have a conversation. So it's almost like another advertorial for them. Every time they give an interview now, they talk about how good they are. And
you see, in an election campaign, you can call it advertisement, okay? You can call it propaganda, or you can call it policy proposal, or whatever, okay? But basically, they bundle all these things in an intertwined nature that you don't see what is what if you're not close enough to the way in which each party is working their way, or if you're not close enough to election mechanism that has been used throughout this time, okay? But if you just use at the surface, when you listen to them, all of those who quote the money or quote the figure, basically they're using someone's money. And if they are saying that, okay, this has to be given to you through ways of your work, that is a productive type, and it can be treated as the policy. For example, the 450 baht or the 600 baht, okay, wage from Pheu Thai and from Move Forward. That's from the pocket of the entrepreneurs or the producers, okay, all those companies. But when they say, okay, we will give you free, we will give you that amount. For example, like Pheu Thai, we give you 10,000 baht. No one else's pocket. That means our pocket.
It's a taxpayer.
It's a taxpayer. And see, you don't have that much money from tax. Therefore, there might be a loan and you are taking loan in order to give to the people, and when the people make payment, who will be receiving this payment in the end? So when you sort of sort out the stream, you will find out what is policy and what is populist. Okay.
In this general election, there are only two parties that send in full list of party list candidates, which is Pheu Thai Party and United Thai Nations. We also have Kitipat Chun Sukjit at their rally to give you overview of what's happening there and what's going on and what has to say on the last night of the big rally by Prayut Chan-o-cha.
Right now, I'm in front of the Exhibition Hall 1 at the Queen Sirikit National Convention Center, the place where incumbent Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha made his first and official debut to join the United Thai Nation Party, or Rom Thai Sang Chat Party, on January the 9th as the party's first candidate for the next Prime Minister. And once again today, the place is now holding a big campaign rally of the party before the general election on May 14th, this Sunday. Many well-known politicians from this new established party have been here since the afternoon, and tons of supporters flocked into the exhibition hall as soon as the door opened behind me to cheer up their favorite prime ministerial candidate, chanting Lung Tu Su Su or Uncle Tu Fight On. Absolutely, the highlight today will be the speech from Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha. But besides the speech from him, another highlight for today's event is to flag the Thai national flag, which means to unite the Thais together. From Palang Pracharat Party to United Thai Nation Party, Prime Minister Prayut is portrayed by his party strategists as the strongest and best choice from conservative camp to counter threats to national security and foil the return to power of corrupt politicians. Recent poll conducted by the National Institute of Development Administration shows his popularity has climbed to third highest overall, but highest among leaders of the coalition parties. All right, and right now I'm with Kun Ekanapompan, the Secretary General of United Thai Nation Party. So today we can say that this is the last campaigning event of the party before the general election.
Yes.
So why this place?
This is the final rally.
Yep.
But tomorrow we still have another day of campaigning before the election, and we're doing our best and utilizing every last minute possible.
Talking about the overall performance of the party right now, what do you say?
Well, we're very confident.
Yep.
I'm more confident each day we campaign, and we're hoping to bank in the best result we can on the election day.
Yep. So why people have to vote for the party?
Well, I think that for the United Thai Nation Party, we have a strong leader, Prayut Chan-o-cha, and we have a proven result, which are the successes of this government. So I think the people making the choice have a guaranteed result of what they can expect from the United Thai Nation Party.
Last word for our audience.
Well, election day is coming up.
Yep.
It's a very important day. It's a day of decision, and this decision will affect the future of Thailand. I'm hoping that all the audience use this decision wisely, come out and vote, and hopefully vote for Rom Thai Sang Chat or the United Thai Nation Party.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
ขอบคุณมากครับ On Thursday, during the United Thai Nation Party campaigning event in Nakhon Si Thammarat, Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha said he will quit politics if the United Thai Nation Party fails to secure enough House seats to form a government in this coming election. And today, Prayut insists he is confident that the United Thai Nation Party will win the election, and that is the reason he joined this party. 8 years as a Thailand Prime Minister, and we can say that this is the new chapter and the new challenge of General Prayut Chan-o-cha. Can he continue his prime ministerial career for another 4 years? Let's see together on this Sunday election
Okay, thanks, Kiripat. In this election, when you ask a lot of people right now, 2-3 days before the election day, there's a lot of people that still say undecided.
Yeah.
And there's a good chance that a lot of them will just say no vote in that ballot.
Yes. See, I talked to people who did the polling. They said pretty much when they called or when they were talking to these people, they found that about 20 to up to 30% are still indecisive. They're still thinking, but there are pretty much like three types of those indecisive people. Firstly, among the liberal, okay, they are still deciding whether
because they have the same vote base.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, whether Pheu Thai or move forward, they're still thinking. In the other side, okay, on the conservative, they are also still thinking. On the conservative side, they think that it's harder for them. Because on the liberal side, basically, the majority, or about 80-90%, will be choosing between General Prayut or the,
Pheu
Thai, okay, Pheu Thai
forward.
or move forward. On this side, General Prayut, General Prawit, Kun Anutin, Kun Jurin, like a whole bunch of people.
So you put Anutin on, Anutin said he's in the middle. So you already put him on that spectrum.
Well, they are the former, okay, they are the former, and I think he looks more conservative.
Right.
But they're also switching, okay. And the other way of looking at the switching is that you have a group of those who were the former opposition and those who were the former coalition. So Kun Anutin cannot deny that he was the former coalition, okay, with the government. Then they will be switching, okay. These about 20-30%, they are also having this indecisive thought whether they should change from the liberal to the conservative or the conservative to the liberal. Therefore, about 20-30%. And yes, many people said okay in the end. And I've been asked by many counts, okay, many people ask me, so Ajahn, can you tell us? We listened to some of the media that you were giving interview. You said that vote no, that means not voting for anyone, does count and can be significant in a way in which if more of the people, more of the voters vote no.
But legally you cannot do anything, right? But it can show that a lot of people are not happy with the options they have.
This legally, constitutionally, that I told to people, it will be count towards all the other candidates. Let's say, for example, the vote no is 10,000.
Right.
The highest number of the candidate is 9,000, 8,000, 7,000. All of these people would be wiped out. And the parties will have to send in new candidates. So the people who asked me, they said, okay, fine, vote no.
I think we have to make people more aware that voting no actually produces some results.
This is a highly strategic vote, and it has to be ultimately collective. You see, in the end, you can't just you, me, and anybody, but we have to be able to bundle all our votes together.
But it's not possible to campaign for voting no, right?
It's possible. See, it's impossible. It's not possible and it's illegal to no vote, not go into the ballot.
Right.
But vote no. There's nothing under the law
that
legal. Until Sunday.
With that, we're gonna go to Move Forward rally.
Okay.
Tonight they are at Thai Japan Bangkok Youth Center with Atikan Kunsaknan will be reporting from there.
Hi, it's here, Thai PBS War on Thailand's 2023 general election. Today is one of the most important days as it is the final campaigning speech for all the political parties to throw their last punch, leave their last word, and leave the fate of Thailand for voters to decide on this Sunday. And today we're here at Bangkok Youth Center, Thai Japan, and it is a place where both the Move Forward Party and Palang Pracharat Party will be holding their final campaigning speech here. And as you can see here today, we are at the Move Forward Party stage, which they have been campaigning for a week now throughout all of the Thailand's region. And now that it's the final day today, they're here in Bangkok. As they say, Move Forward Party is the ultimate answer for Thailand. And all the 5 caravans in Thailand from all 5 regions, all road leads to the parliament. And now let's hear what they have to say today. In the 2019 election, the then Move Forward team was called Future Forward Party and won over a total of 80 seats in the parliament, with 30 constituency and 50 party list members. They were the third party to get the most votes, only second to Palang Pracharat and Pheu Thai party. This year's election, the Move Forward Party have been campaigning for their progressive policies, and according to many polls, they have been receiving popularity. It is interesting to see how this relatively new party will play out in Thailand's politics.
Okay, so that's the report from the Move Forward Party. There is actually the video we got is from when they just started, at the beginning when they opened the gates. So you don't see as much people as when it was happening.
Yes. Thank you for saying that. I was about to say because we were discussing this because I raised this just to tell the audience that in the beginning of the tape, okay, I was asking Kuntil that is this like the numbers that they have?
No, the supporter wouldn't be happy if we just say, oh, this is what it is, but it's not. It's actually more. I would say that tonight's the night where every party like have the biggest rally of the year. I think he has been, compared to last election, the way he talked, the way he posed himself, he has been so much more like a politician, more charming than even last election.
It's like Ajahn Preedy, Ajahn Preedy once, said when he was in power, he didn't have the experience. When he gained more experience, he didn't have the power.
Right.
So this is what you're talking about, Kun Thanathorn, that he's smoother, he's more polite,
he's more familiar with the whole
thing. He maneuvered
thing.
What he wanted to get across to his supporters more in a reasonable sense, less dramatic, less feeling, more of a touch upon what the people is really looking rationally. But now he's not in power. He will not be in power for quite some time. He himself. It will be Kun Pitha to be the prime minister, but it's not Kun Thanathorn. During the time that he was the candidate, he could have been prime minister. He could have done better. That time it can be said that he is in power, but he didn't have the experience. See, this is why people were saying that at a certain level of lifespan, people will gain both the power as well as the experience. Yes, you might be calling for young people. Many countries might be asking for young people, but it has been seen around the world that very few of those young people who were performing well. Because yes, of course, they might be smart. Yes, of course, they might gain power because they're the leader. But the experience, somehow an experience cannot be given. It has to be accumulated. An accumulation of experience does not take only 1 or 2 days, 3, 4 days. You can gain power. For example, like Kun Yingluck in this country, like Trump in the United States. Within about several months, they gain the power. That's fine. You can do that. But no way that you have several months to gain
the
high
experience,
and extreme experience. No way. It's just like, see, one day you can be a billionaire, but no way one day you can become a philosopher. You can't be smart within one day.
But let's talk about Pitha though, in that case. Do you think what side he's on, what side he's on now? That he has enough experience to actually lead the country? I mean, people look at him as a next generation, and I would say in this general election, the average age of the candidates actually lower than the previous one, right?
Yes,
it's like 40 something.
That's right.
It's actually sound pretty good, but and he have this clown of ITV chair over his head now. So, but in every poll, he looks really good.
Yes, I think this is because people look at modernity. People see that in him, and maybe people see obsolete, or see the old age in people like General Prayut, General Pravit. But let's say at Kun Pitha's age, 40 is not too young, 40 is not too old. 40 did not yet have enough experience, but might be more, to be gained in a wake of becoming an opposition again, or in becoming part of the coalition. Okay, but if you say Pheu Thai at this point is suitable to be prime minister, not yet. Okay. Many young people who were able to do it at a very young age, if you look onto them, you will see that they're like extremely intelligent. The way in which they talk, the calmness that they have. Okay.
Yeah, we see young leaders all around the world now.
We see young leaders around the world, but not many of them will have that. Okay, you see people like Macron sometimes just do things that is not really calm enough.
Not traditional.
Not conventional. The tranquility in his mind will not be shown. But people who are older, okay, even people who are crazy, okay, or a person, let's say a crazy figure, the Americans say he's crazy, like Trump. He had something through his experience.
Right.
When he wanted to be calm, he's very calm. He was like, and he didn't even care, okay, about what happened. People like Bush, you see, the George Bush, the son, when a person threw a part of the shoe to him, he was just like, oh my God, I was not fast enough to see the size. Things like that, okay? These people have gained high experience. It might not be the age, but as I said, time sometimes gives you experience.
Right.
Okay, so maybe, let's say, put it very bluntly, people like General Pravit might be too old, okay, in this sort of experiencing, because they might be out of the time to gain more. Because, see, looking at the glass, the water filling up the glass that they have is too much. Okay, people like Pheu Thai might be too little. Talking about age, people like about Khun Anutin, not that I'm cheering on Khun Anutin. Okay.
Are you saying that, like, looking statistically or on the data itself, he look like he's a perfect
his age.
Candidate. His age is a perfect.
I'm talking about his age. It's pretty much a perfect age, like about 50 something. Okay.
But actually, we talked to a lot of political analysts. Phum Thai might be the party to actually decide who will be the government or the prime minister, right? Even though it's not the biggest party, but they have very strong base and they try to work really hard in Bangkok, in the south, and every other area. And I think it's looking pretty good in this election too.
See, many people say that the big mid-sized party will be the deciding factor. Because let's say if Phum Thai strikes about 100, okay, being with anyone with a 100
will make that party become the government.
That's right. Let's say if, for example, Pheu Thai and Move Forward, combining their votes, they get about 230. On the other side, about let's say 170. Phum Thai 100. If Phum Thai moves to be with 170, then that means 270. If Phum Thai moves to be with this Pheu Thai and Move Forward, that's 300 something, right? So
looking
100.
very pretty right now.
And if they have a chunk of 100, they can say, you guys, you have like what, 230? You're not going to get anywhere. These people, 170, you even lower. But if I'm with you, 270, you're the majority. If I'm with you, you're 330, you're more than the majority. If we can woo some of those people with us, if you have more than 375, maybe you win over the Senate too.
Because I would say landslide, I don't think it's possible for anyone.
At this point, no.
So they just have to kiss with some other party. You can vote any party you want, and you can also vote no. All of it will result in something different at the end of Sunday. And we'll come back to see you on Sunday. We'll be live at noon. We will be live at 5 p.m. and also at 8 p.m. to give you the update, the latest what's going on, analysis and whatnot on the election day. And we have to sign off now. Thank you for watching. สวัสดีค่ะ